I'm not holding. It's not summit.
Keep it tight.
Yeah, just keep it tight. It's so much easier. In the 8th mile, you gotta keep it tight. Quarter mile, if I'm out there far enough, I can play.
It's enough to play.
I want the fancy digital board for Christmas. That's what I want. Santa, look it up, bro. Let's go. Dialed 673. Fucking tree was money. My guy red lit, so I said fucking send it and went 673 on the fucking button. So that's what we want. Like clockwork, moving on to round 2. Byron, let's go. I had a buy run for my second round. She tied one on, hooked and booked. No tire shake, no dancing, no skating, A to B on a rail, and she ran a 71 with a 2 on a 73. I thought she was gonna run a 73, but she picked up. But also she hooked hard out of the line, so I think we'll put a 71 on her, possibly, maybe a 70 next pass. Hope for the best, make sure we kill the tree. That's about it. I just ran a 71 with a 2. I'm not holding nothing. Hey, you know the rule. Just don't trade paint, we'll be fine. These tires are making me think about coming out next weekend. love it, man.
Oh, you're Chevelle.
That's why I was telling him. I looked over, I'm like, motherfucker. That's literally what I said, motherfucker. And we get down there and I'm like, we're not lifting because we're both at the stripe. We're not, nope. Ain't happening. Holy fuck, that was fun. Recap. Had to run my buddy Michael Porter in his fucking Comet, which is super sick. One of my favorite cars. Great racer, really hard to beat. We both pretty much cut great lights, run our number. We get up to the lane and he was like, what are you gonna dial? I'll just dial your number. And I was like, well, I was thinking about throwing a 0 on there, 70. And he rolled his window up and he already had a 70 on it. So that was just kind of a foreshadowing of what could happen. Gave me lane choice, which was cool. I took left lane. We did our John Force burnout and we stuck to the tree. We hit the tree. He was a little slow on the tree, but we also talked about in the lanes that we weren't gonna lift. It's just been something we've been talking about. So we stayed in it. She ran a 65 with a 3 and he ran a 64 with a 3. So he broke out by more. Honestly, I wasn't expecting a 65. She fucking tied one on and went A to B. So we're gonna go to a 65 or a 64. We haven't decided. We're probably gonna go 64. We'll go 64. We're semifinals, so hoping for the best. Let's go. I want the fancy digital board for Christmas. That's what I want. Santa, look it up, bro. All right. So we're in the dance finals. Again, raced another really good racer, Daniel's in a Vega. Good dude. Raced him in MPK last weekend in the finals and ended up losing to him. I broke out. And this time I won. So got him on the tree. Car was a little slow. I was thinking a 64 based on the last pass, but I think the trans was just a little hot. So I think that's what caused it. Plus we had a little bit of a little tire spin off the line, but I caught him at the big end at the stripe. I didn't lift, I stayed in it. Ran a 67. We're gonna run the finals is gonna be a buddy of mine too. And I don't know what's gonna happen with that one. He's a real good racer. His car's been on point. Our car's been on point. It's gonna be a good race. Last two races have been heads up. So this time I think I'm gonna have a little bit of a handicap start. Just gotta get the tree. If I hit the tree, sky's the limit. Run myself and hope for the best. Pray to God above that I'm not the bridesmaid this time. We'll see, but it is what it is. I'm happy to be here, blessed. Time Bandit Performance, baby, you know what's up. Tied one on me. So that didn't work out like we wanted. But that's fucking racing. Great competitor, love the dude. I got lane choice on it. I really thought that the transmission being hot, not running a cooler fan to cool the transmission, I thought for sure that it'd probably run the same number. But she said, nah, player, we're tying one on. And she went A to B on a rail and ran a 61 on a 67. So therein lies the L that I took. Otherwise, I had him covered, but breaking out ain't winning you races. So that's the part of bracket racing that makes it real interesting. You know, you might be fastest guy on the fucking street, but if your car isn't consistently doing the number and you can't predict it, this is where you end up, in second place, a bridesmaid. But hey, that's all right. Tires are fucking holding, so I think we're gonna come out here and run on streetcar takeover. Who knows? Anything's better than fucking sitting at home, so peace out.